Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in today's video, this is actually going to be another TV show review. Like, I haven't really done a TV show review on YouTube ever since earlier this year. I think in like March or anything like that. Like, I think it's been since earlier this year, since the last time I've done a TV show review. But yeah, it's like I've been watching a lot of Marvel TV shows on Disney Plus, like, you know, the MCU, but plus I didn't even bother reviewing them at all. So, but today's TV show review is going to be on another television miniseries, but it's not an MCU TV show. This is actually we're streaming on Netflix, and plus when I first saw the trailer, it kind of gave me some vibes of William Joyce because this live action computer animated television miniseries on Netflix was actually based on a children's book called Ollie's Odyssey by William Joyce. William Joyce, who's known for Rise of the Guardians, Robots, Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lessmore, and oh yeah, Meet the Robinsons that William Joyce also worked on. And of course, one of my childhood shows when it was on Playhouse Disney, Roly Poly Oly. But yeah, so today's TV show review is going to be on the Netflix miniseries Lost Ollie. Lost Ollie is about a stuffed bunny rabbit named Ollie, who's voiced by Jonathan Gruff, and of course he gets lost from his boy owner named Billy. And then, of course, like, you know, in the first episode, Ollie ends up at an antique store, and then of course we get some flashback scenes of where he was, so like before he got lost, like, yeah, and of course we get Billy, his owner, and there are most times in the episodes where it's like you actually get like flashback scenes involving Billy's parents, like, and the parents are actually played by Jake Johnson and Gina Rodriguez. Like, the mom was played by Gina Rodriguez, while the father was played by Jake Johnson. But then throughout the four episodes, like, Ollie comes across like a clown named Zozo, and of course they also come across this stuffed bear like named Rosie. And then of course, Ollie has to do whatever he can to return home to Billy, and yeah, and of course Ollie also uses these stars in order to see memories of what Ollie is really seeing as well. So there you have it, guys. That's the basic story of the whole miniseries of Lost Ollie. So I watched this miniseries on Netflix this morning. So when I first saw the trailer, it kind of gave me some William Joyce vibes, and one of my friends on YouTube just commented on my review on Lost Ollie that it kind of reminded him of Winnie the Pooh a little bit, because I bet Ollie's base is basically like the stuffed bunny rabbit, who kind of looks a little bit like a bunny rabbit version of Winnie the Pooh, because like it's like due to the colors and the way his character design looks. And Jonathan Gruff, I will say, I think Jonathan Gruff's voice performance as Ollie, I think he actually does a good job with playing Ollie in the film, like in the miniseries, I meant to say. But then of course I think at the end of the second episode, it does get really dark and serious. It gets very serious and dark, like at the end of the second episode, because there is a twist villain cliche, because it's like there is a twist villain that involves like Zozo, because Zozo actually ends up turning evil like at the end of the second episode, I think. And then of course at the beginning of the third episode, we get like a little backstory on why Zozo has been setting Ollie up, and why he's been acting evil. It's all because like Zozo actually lost a love interest of his, like named Nina, I think that's what her name is. But then of course Ollie still has to get home to like Billy, and then. But then of course the pink bear, like Rosie, on the other hand, she's not really on like Zozo's side, of course. Like, you know, it's basically how Rosie gets some like she basically helps like Ollie, where she unties him. But then yeah, because I just think, guys, the twist villain cliche in like Lost Ollie, the twist villain was just so like, it was just so weak, and it's like, and I gotta say, I think Zozo would have to be like one of the most vengeful and violent villains out there, because he did act a little violent, of course, which is why I didn't really like Zozo, but Zozo was actually played by Tim Blake Nelson, who plays him. I mean, he didn't really ruin the movie. He didn't really ruin the series for me, because at least he's trying, of course, to make sure he gets like a frightening tone, like a frightening, like, angry tone. But yeah, so But yeah, so and of course, like, one of the executive producers who worked on Lost Ollie is actually Sean Levy, because his company 21 Laps Entertainment made the series, and the visual effects, on the computer animation of the toys and all that stuff, they were actually animated by Industrial Light and Magic. And I gotta say, the computer animation, like, it's very nice, and the visual effects are beautiful. Even the soundtrack itself does get very emotional and heartwarming at the same time. And there's even that Everly Brothers song, All I Have to Do Is Dream. Yeah, because the characters basically sing that song, of course, especially like the mother in the film. Excuse me, why do I keep saying film? This is like a mini-series, excuse me. A TV show. I mean, because to be honest, guys, Lost Ollie kind of feels like a movie to me, because it feels like this mini-series would have been better off as a movie, because even one of my friends on DeviantArt asked like it's a TV show. Like, I thought it was a movie. Like, I thought it was a movie too, but Lost Ollie is actually a mini TV show. But yeah, some of you guys don't really blame me for that, because I think Lost Ollie kind of feels more like a movie to me, split into like 4 episodes, like 4 parts. But yeah, so. And of course, the acting performances, everyone else did pretty good. Like aside from Jonathan Groff, there's also Mary J. Blige as Rosie, and there's also Gina Rodriguez and Jake Johnson. They were both good playing Billy's parents in the film, and the boy who played Billy on the show, he did good as well. So overall, Lost Ollie was a pretty good show on Netflix. And I'm going to give Lost Ollie 7.5 out of 10. And by that, I would rate this show probably like a 4 out of 5, or like 3.5 out of 5. But since this is a TV show, I decided to rate Lost Ollie like 7.5 out of 10. There you go. So yeah, if you have Netflix and if you're interested in checking out Lost Ollie, then I say give this show a watch. There's only like 4 episodes in the miniseries, and plus they're not even that long. So yeah, they're only about like 41 minutes. And well, I think one of them was actually 50 minutes, like including the language dubbing credits, like, after the Netflix logo. But yeah, so I recommend it. So there you have it, guys. That's gonna be it for my TV show review on Lost Ollie. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.